big hater of the podcast.
They don't like
they
the
hate,
slopcast.
They hate the slop, dude.
Oh no.
Damn, fucked it up.
I did it backwards with my thumb. I really thought I was going to spill that.
Yeah.
I was like, this is...
Dude, when I learned how to do it, like holding with one hand, it's so cool. I saw a guy do it at like a party in college, and immediately was like, I will only crack beer like that.
Yeah,
in
it
front of
really
women
feels
forever.
cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Can
Dude,
you do it with your mouth too?
no.
You should reach up and get the tab.
Uh,
I'll do it on the next one.
Yeah.
That
seems kind of gross.
What you can do is you can pop it and then just immediately go into drinking it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
That seems like the degenerate at the party, though. I'm trying to be like the cool
Oh,
nonchalant.
okay.
Being like,
Yeah.
hey, welcome, girls. Hey, we got beer.
Yeah.
Crack.
All right.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
We were talking about this in the green room the other day. Do you have a party trick?
If there's music and reason to, that I can do the thing where like I grab like my leg with. I grab my foot. Yeah, I grab my foot with my arm and jump through it like a jump rope. I can do that.
Okay.
That was pretty fun. We got the people going.
Last I checked,
Yeah.
I can do a backflip.
Oh, dude, I've seen you kind of doing pretty well.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was my big go-to.
Was that the last time when you did it at the jeans show?
No, I've done it once or twice since then.
Yeah, we did. There was a show at Church Bar in Atlanta where you would wear jean shorts. It was called Jorts Comedy, and then
that was cool. That's how I first started getting in, like work with Ian.
Yeah, that was like one of mine.
Yeah.
That was like one of mine too. I think we at the same time.
Oh, we were on the same show, right?
Yeah.
And I won.
You fucker.
I
got
won
second.
with a backflip. Did you get second?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Slop boys. Hell yeah. This is kind of funny. You mentioned The Irishman before we started.
I think we did start. It was right when you press click.
Okay.
So that's on there.
Maybe. I don't know.
Don't cut it. If it's not, it's because he cut it.
Well, I might. And we don't cut anything. It might be pre-pop tab, which is what I'd consider the start. But when that came out, my dad was like, "Oh, like let's watch The Irishman together." And I was like, "Yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna go hang out with buddies first, and then I'll come back and we'll watch The Irishman." And while I was at my buddy's house, I got really fucked up. And then I came back.
It's the worst movie in the world to come back and watch fucked up.
I was on like fucking yerks, dude. And then I made it like 30 minutes and just I was nodding off during like a really fun moment with my dad. I felt like such a piece of shit.
I watched half of that movie on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then the second half the next day.
Yeah.
And then when I finished it, I was livid that I came back and finished 2 more hours of that movie. It sucks.
I heard it's not that good. I do remember one scene is Robert De Niro like throws a gun into the river.
Yeah.
And like, dude, he's so old, he just like drops it. Like it couldn't have gone more than 3 feet.
Yeah.
Just like,
He's too old to pretend to throw a gun.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you're getting caught. You are fucked.
Oh,
I remember with the for like 3 nights in a row, I tried to watch The Godfather.
Yeah. That movie sucks too.
Well, every time I just had nothing going on, so I'd be like, great, I can do some Xanax and then watch a movie, and I would get fucked up, press play, and I never made it past, like, I never made it 4 minutes past. You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding. I never made it like 50. I have no idea what happened. I tried 3 times. It never worked. Dude.
I think I've talked about him on the podcast, but I have a friend in high school that would just get barred out and invite us to do normal things you're not supposed to do. He'd be like, "Hey guys, you want to all come over and get barred out and then play Monopoly?" We were like, "Absolutely not. That sounds like the worst thing in the world." He's like, "No, it's fun because you wake up and you have no idea who won." Like, are you fucking retarded? That's the best part of winning, is everyone remembering.
You don't remember the lows of losing, man.
Yeah, I guess.
You also don't remember how much money you currently have, and so I can steal it. What you should do is be like, yes, I would love to do that, and then you all like let them all take Xanax and then just steal all their money.
Well, now if I wanted to pull this scheme off, I would need a Ouija board because he's dead.
Oh. Yo, do you want to do Xanax and fuck with the Ouija board?
We can talk to Joe and tell him about how much fun we're having. Dude, you shouldn't have killed yourself. We're having a real good time down here.
No, dude, it's fun because in the morning you don't even remember getting possessed.
His mom would hate that joke.
Dude, you want to come over and get barred out and play ladder ball? You ever play ladder ball?
What's ladder ball?
Have you ever played ladder ball?
I thought this was a joke.
Oh no, dude. It's a game. It's a very white trash game. I'm surprised you never played it.
Yeah.
Which is like it's like there's a thing standing up that's like has like 3 like rungs to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know this game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was called ladder ball.
I think that's what it's called. You have 2
The
weighted
balls on
balls
the
and a string.
rope. Yeah.
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 You get barred out, play ladder ball, throw them through the neighbor's windows.
We can do that tonight. Let's do that right after the pod.
Yeah,
Some
dude.
3 a.m. ladder ball out in the street. Oh, this was okay. So I'm hosting the show 811 yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in my host set, I have this joke about like saying I have Down syndrome, right?
Yeah.
And this girl's like, she like makes too much noise for that. I
Yeah.
go, oh, we got another retarded person in the room or something. Another person
Yeah.
with Down syndrome in the room, right? And
You
then-
said retarded in
no,
your
I
host
said
set?
Down syndrome. I said
Yeah.
Down syndrome. I go, we got another person with Down syndrome in the room, and she
Yeah.
goes, no, I don't have. She goes, no, I don't have Down syndrome. I can't have it.
What?
And I go, what? Why? And she goes, because I'm black. And I was like, I don't think I'm qualified to tell a black person that that's wrong. So if there's another black person in the room that wants to tell this bitch that, yes, you guys can have Down syndrome. But I looked it up. It's like so rare.
I was gonna say I've seen a bunch that are like autistic and stuff, but like
Not Down syndrome.
I've never seen.
Yeah, they're the
really.
least affected. Black women specifically.
Yeah.
Is almost none of them have Down syndrome.
So she was kind of
She
right.
was right. That's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Better
dude.
at sports. Better at not catching Down syndrome. Come on.
Damn, dude. Oh, wait, isn't that crazy? That's wild because the Down syndrome, you have 47 chromosomes.
Uh-huh.
Jackie Robinson, 47.
I thought he was 44.
Fuck.
Ah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I swear 47.
Let me pull it up.
Am I wrong? I don't know, man. Yeah.
All right.
Somebody pull that up.
You know my...
Wait, real quick.
yeah.
1 second.
Okay. We going?
Yeah, we've been...
Thank God.
I know. I wasn't sure if I pressed record. But anyway... oh, dude, we were at the mic before this, and we were AJ.
Oh, we were both wrong. It's 42.
What? Fuck, dude.
I really thought it was 44.
We got close enough. we were at a mic before this, AJ and I, and it's on like the Beltline, a poppin' area of Atlanta, and so there's just like literally probably hundreds or thousands of people like our age.
Also, what do they keep ugly people off the Beltline?
Yeah, you're not allowed to go on the Beltline if you're a 6.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying me. I was like, rude.
Well, you were standing off to the side.
Yeah, I wasn't on it. But it is crazy. Not one of those people was under a 6.
Yeah, they were doing. It was a good night. But we were thinking, man,
it was good to be out on the prowl. Good night to be hiding in bushes on the Beltline.
Good night to carry a burlap sack. Put that thing to use.
I showed up to that open mic. I was like, thank God I forgot all my jokes, but I brought my zip ties and duct tape.
I got my tools.
I got my tools. My tools.
And it's always sunny.
Yeah.
My tools. But yeah, we were saying to each other, we were like, damn, so this is what like normal people who don't want to tell our silly jokes.
People that listen to the podcast. This is what you guys do. You guys have fun lives?
Yeah, you get to just go out and hang out with people that you love like every week and drink with them. That sounds great. And then after the mic, I go to Cabbage Town to try to get on another show.
Yeah.
I show up, show's over, so I'm leaving to come back to do this. Mm-hmm. And as I'm walking to my car, I pass a group of like 8 really good friends from college that were going to Milltown to hang out. And I was like, guys, I gotta run. I gotta do. I told him I was trying to get up at another show because I didn't want to say either because it felt a little rude to be like, I would love to hang out with y'all and celebrate the engagement that I'm just now learning about. Congratulations, by the way. But I have to go record Slopcast.
Hey, listen, we got 14 weekly listeners that wouldn't notice if we didn't release an episode.
Yes, they would.
Oh, give it time. It'll catch on.
Literally, I'm like, sorry. I know y'all got engaged. And man, it's great to see you. I did know you were visiting town that you flew in from New York City this weekend to be here.
Oh my God.
Hey, are you around tomorrow night? He goes, yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm in Athens tomorrow. I'm actually booked on a show. Hey, will you be drinking at midnight? And he's like, I have like an 8 a.m. flight. I'm like, so yeah?
Yeah. Oh God. Oh, you're in town tomorrow night. What if you drove out of town to Athens?
That's fun. Oh man.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
No, you good.
My other fun fact I had was have you ever heard the saying, I'm gonna beat you like a redheaded stepchild?
I think so, yeah. So I've more so heard like, oh, I'm getting treated like a redheaded stepchild.
But you know about the redheaded stepchild, right?
Yeah, the pariah or whatever.
Do you know where it comes from?
No.
Okay, so I
Is
looked
it Annie?
No.
Oh, okay.
I looked it up the other day. Okay, it was so funny. So when in the 1830s and 40s is when Irish immigrants started coming to America.
Yeah.
And people immediately hated them so much that they were put into a class lower than freed black slaves. Okay, like a social status. That's where they were in the rankings.
Lower, not like the one above.
No,
I always thought it was the one above.
It was lower.
Fuck.
And then, but
I get to brag now.
But these dirty micks, they get to having sex. Yeah. They have sex with a lady.
Yeah.
Then she poops out a redheaded baby. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they run off because they're Irish.
Mm-hmm.
They Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
And then leave her with a child, and she gets married, and the man was like, I fucking hate that kid.
Fuck, dude.
And that happened so much that they created a saying that has lasted until my childhood.
Yeah, it's lasted almost 200 years. They hated Seamus so fucking much, dude. Bro, us mixed, we get to fucking.
Y'all be fucking.
I'm telling you, dude, we're like the rabbits of people.
I thought Mexicans were.
Well, that's what's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Is it's almost like what Irish people were in like the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Oh yeah.
It's like now that's what the Mexicans are.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they're immigrating in, they're doing like jobs that
they're Catholic.
People don't want. They're Catholic, and
I think that's where all the kids comes from.
Yeah,
the Catholicism.
Yeah,
they're like, no, I can't use a condom.
Yeah.
God hates those.
God hates those so much.
That's pretty cool.
God is sweet.
God's so cool.
I fucking love God.
Yeah, that guy rules.
God, that must have been the best thing ever.
If you use condoms, you're going to hell. Deal. Are you fucking kidding me?
Also, pulling out is a sin.
Yeah, you got it, big guy. What does the Bible say about taking birth control? Nothing. Okay, great. Yeah. Eat them pills. You gotta eat them pills.
Babe, you gotta eat the pills. I don't want to go to hell.
You have that kid. I'm gonna leave and then I'm gonna go to hell. Okay, I don't want that.
Yeah. And what's this other clause that says here? No teeth. Dude, it must have been sweet to be Moses and just like go into your tent real quick, come out with a new tablet that's like
tent with your stick. It's just like, oh. And God said that Jessica had to marry me.
Yeah. Sorry, Jessica. Oh, also, you know how everybody was always what is it? Polygamy? or whatever.
Monogamous?
No, the opposite of that.
Polygamous.
Yeah. Everybody's fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry, now it says you can't cheat on me.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta stay.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to get divorced.
That's so funny. That's so funny. That guy's hilarious.
We best be fucking.
Yeah, I just thought about it. He said it to me. He sent me a message. He said that if you sleep with anyone else, you'll go to hell.
Yeah, not cool.
You'll burn forever.
He finally locks down 1-6 and it's like, I need this. I need this.
I just had this idea.
Dude
You have to stay here.
dude was striking out all over Nazareth. has a lucky one night stand in Jerusalem, and is like,
I gotta make some tablets about this. The idea that he just got his dick sucked one time. It was like, I have to make sure this happens for the rest of my life.
I will never lose this.
I'm gonna change humanity over this.
I have literally no chance of ever getting laid again without this right here.
Yeah, you're also not allowed to look at my neighbor. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't.
You cannot covet. Oh, and then he says, gluttony is a sin. Don't get fat.
Hey, quit being a sloth.
Get
the fuck off the couch.
Do some squats. And just to make sure you're never feeling too good enough to leave me, check that pride.
Yeah. What's that? Is that an ego you're starting to get?
Oh, yeah, because now you've been watching your weight and doing the squats. You get an hourglass figure.
Yeah.
You think you can leave me? No.
Oh, that's good. That was fun.
Really fun.
I didn't tell you about this. This week I had to work on a roof. Okay.
Yeah.
And I've only ever worked on flat roofs. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like a Kroger. When you get up there, there's like a 4 to 6 foot wall around you.
Yeah, I've been on roofs like that.
Yeah, flat. The pitched ones.
Shout out the Clorox Wipe Distribution Center in College Park, Atlanta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout it out. We love you. Keeping us disinfected.
Yeah.
This was not that.
Yeah.
This was a roof this shit was like that. Okay. 80 feet in the air.
Yeah.
I had to get on a man lift and then
like the scissor lift?
And then raise up 80 feet in the air and then scoot it as close to the building as possible. But you can't hit the building because you'll break it, right?
Right.
So there's a gap.
Always a gap.
And then I had to willingly decide to get off of that onto a roof and start doing manual labor. I was sitting there.
Were you like re-shingling or something?
Yeah, they had a leak. I didn't do it right, but it is stopped.
No, you did it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's such a funny thing to get in trouble for. If the manager of La Quinta
Listen, we joke around. We're silly. It's fun. Of course, you did it right. It's
of
funnier.
Of course, I did it right.
It's funnier to say you didn't, though.
Right.
Nobody would listen if we came in here like, aren't we good at our job?
I re-shingled it very well. Yeah.
If you told them the truth.
It's satire. No.
Right, exactly.
If you don't believe me, go up 80 feet in the fucking air and check.
See, we make these stories up. I was just really creative. That's why I made up that story of of last week with the Tina.
No, man. So I'm sitting on the edge of a roof, right? If I stand, I will slide. Like I have to sit to work. And it hit me. I was like, I don't have to do this work.
Yeah.
You know, like I choose to because it allows me the freedom to pursue my dream.
Yeah.
My dream is stupid. This is a stupid fucking dream I have.
My dream's pointless.
Yeah. I got real quickly realistic with myself on where I stand and stand up. I was like, I got to get off this fucking roof. I only have 15 minutes. That's why I'm up here. To not even be able to be a great feature? Are you kidding me?
To do pretty well.
To have to stretch to get to feature length. Why the fuck am I on this roof right now?
And pray when I get the chance to feature, it's for the perfect crowd.
Yeah. Oh.
Also, you could do like another job, right? You don't have to do that.
Yeah, but that one's just so like the money's pretty good, and it's like
beats DoorDashing.
Yeah, by a lot. By I would say the average DoorDash, 300 times better.
Yeah, fair. Get on that roof then.
Yeah, right. And so the way I think about it. And I think that like a real person with a working brain in their head would be like, oh, I made $900 this week doing roofing.
Nice.
What else can I make with DoorDashing?
Yeah.
And I go, I don't have to DoorDash
I'm
because
good.
I don't have to DoorDash for 2 weeks because I made $900.
I just made back a third of the money I owe my girlfriend.
You're a piece of shit.
I'm the piece of shit. I'm not in debt a semester. The amount that would get me a semester at a liberal arts college to my significant other. Dude, but this is going straight to my brain right now.
Oh, yeah, it's working real good. It's working real good. All right, we gotta pull it together and talk. It's too much dead air of laughter.
Oh my god, that's so funny. You could have chipped away, and now, dude, now the interest is building up, dude.
Yeah, all right, you're right. I'll DoorDash. Hey.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ.
Whew. It's a fun 20 minutes. It's a fun,
for sure.
Fun beginning.
I also, unless you want to keep going on roofing.
No, I
traveled.
leak.
Nice. I traveled for work last week.
Yeah.
Went to like a distribution center in Columbia, South Carolina.
Yeah.
So I'm staying like at like right outside the perimeter of the city. That's like where the place is.
Yeah.
And so I got dinner one night there. Nice. I got dinner one night there. Just some like small town like some rib place. So like Carolina ribs, really good.
Right.
So I went there, got to watch some March Madness. It was pretty cool. But when I showed up in the parking lot, like I parked and then like I see a giant truck, like a really nice like big ass Ram, and then a second one that's towing like a big like nice fishing boat. And then they both park right beside each other, and out of each one hops like a white kid in camo with like his girlfriend sure in high school.
So she was hot.
I didn't really look at her, but
all right. Thanks for fucking leaving me on a pedophilia joke, you piece of shit. No, I didn't get a good look. You're just a freak.
No. I would have loved to report back. Is that good enough for you? Anyway, now it's another out of the other truck hops another, also white, also just wearing full camo, high schooler, and he screams at his other one, "Where you going, you bitch ass N-word?"
Oh!
In public. There's other people around.
Whoa.
Nobody batted an eye. They were just like, yeah, that's what
it's
they
South
do.
Carolina.
Dude, everybody, like, there was a bunch of like high schoolers like that, and they all had like the fucking like broccoli big cut, or whatever, and then just camoed down, and then most of them had like a hat.
It's interesting.
Camo down, like a hat. Someone had like
I feel like that haircut like conflicts with camouflage.
Yeah, it was weird, dude. And then, but they had like some guy had like a fishing hook on like the brim of his hat.
That's cool.
And then they all had like a big gold chain.
Yeah. Never mind. I like these guys.
I thought it was pretty. Yeah. But I was like, dude, that's crazy. You're just saying that
I
out
think
in
this
public.
pollen's fucking me up. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so phlegmy. I keep coughing. Like,
no, I agree. I'm gonna be sniffing a lot. Jinx. But anyway, so then I just sat at the bar, and I get my food, and this guy beside me, who looks like dude, he looks not good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he had a wife with him that was like, is that a person or like a manatee?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? I don't know.
It's weird how people that look like that can find love.
Yeah, and I was like, good for them. I'm very glad. But anyway, so my food comes down.
Not me. No, I'm gonna push back on that.
What?
It's gross to see.
Oh, you hate it?
Yeah, I go. Sometimes if you look like that, stay home.
Stay home.
Eat in. Yeah.
Hey, order takeout.
Take out. You guys walk in for a second. One of you.
Listen, I'm trying to eat here.
Yeah.
All right, now take this food back.
I have to look to my right and lose my appetite.
Yeah, he breathed on it. Send it back.
Yeah.
But he just they set my food down. He goes, a lot of food there, and I'm like, yeah. And I could tell he wanted to talk, so I'm like, whatever, fuck it,
Yeah.
I'm here, and I'm letting him like yap at me. He goes, a lot of food there.
What was his name? Did you get it?
I forget. It was like Herbert or something.
Nice.
Yeah, someone with an H for sure. Or like Hoggins or I don't know.
I like Hoggins. And his wife was Das.
It was yeah. They weren't classy European though.
Yeah.
Yeah, their price point was more Breyers,
Right.
know?
Yeah.
But
More Ben and Jerry.
yeah, but so he says a lot of food there. I'm like, yeah, it looks good. He's like, yeah, really good food. I'm glad we can get something good. You know, country's so fucked up nowadays.
I hate that.
Okay.
Dude.
He's like, can you fucking believe they're letting Elon Musk run this fucking country?
Shocking.
And I went, did not expect that as your next word at all.
Wait.
Everything looking at, he's got like long, like gray hair.
Yeah.
And like kind of like a biker vest thing on.
Uh-huh.
And he was just like, yeah, fucking, that fucking Elon Musk thinks he can run the country. I was like, yeah, it's crazy. And he goes, but God, he's so fucking smart.
Okay, there it is.
I was like, wait, what? Like the only like Elon super fan that is like, well, he shouldn't be involved in the government, clearly. I like that take.
Yeah, that's fun.
Then he's just like, yeah, like Elon, like he started talking about something that I don't even know if this happened, but apparently like there's astronauts stuck on the International Space Station and NASA's like, oh, you got to stay there for another month before we can come get you.
I thought it was a year.
I guess. I don't know.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
They left those guys hanging up there.
Yeah, I didn't hear about this, but is this true that he told me that he was like, God, Elon in a day built a rocket and got them back. Did that happen? I don't know.
I don't think that happened.
I have no idea, but I was like,
I heard
whatever.
like this week that Trump said he was going to pay them more money.
Yeah, I heard that they didn't get overtime.
Right, like they were being paid like pennies for having to stay there like a year.
Yeah.
I'm coming back very frustrated.
Coming back absolutely livid.
I'm
storming the Capitol.
I'm gonna spend a year up in space.
Yeah.
Planning how to kill you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say, oh wait, what are we not telling them about aliens?
Yeah.
Give me a microphone.
Yeah, I'm gonna break my fucking NDA.
Yeah, but so then he goes. Now we're talking about space, and then he goes, and of course, you know, you look like a smart man. You know, we didn't land on the moon, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah, dude. What makes you say that? And he goes, well, first of all, they have videos of them walking around up there. Moon ain't got gravity. How the fuck you walking up there? And then it said some shit about like, you saw the rover they were driving around. How the fuck they get that up there?
Okay, here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
The 2 points he made are stupid.
Yeah.
I do not believe the video of the moon landing is a real video of us landing on the moon.
I've heard that. I was gonna get to this part of this later, but we can just get to it right now.
Yeah.
I'd say I believe we land on the moon.
I assume at this point we have.
Yeah. But if I found out tomorrow that it was all a lie, I would be like, okay,
who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Right.
That doesn't really. It's not gonna affect my life
But
at
the
all.
things that you look at, like the flag was waving in the wind.
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah.
Is there wind on the moon?
So the moon doesn't have like that much of an atmosphere,
Right.
so there shouldn't be as much winds. But also, like, I don't know.
Right.
I really don't fucking.
Yeah.
I can't say either way. And also, it's like, all right, like that conspiracy theory that they lied about the moon landing. It makes sense because there's like such a clear motive,
right? Yeah,
that like the Russians were beating us
right.
in every other aspect of the space race, and we were like, oh well, we land on the moon. How about that?
Right.
So I would like, I'd say I believe we did, but if we did, because also it's like, well, why don't we go back ever, really?
Right.
Or whatever. But
I thought they were supposed to start doing like trips.
I have no fucking
vacations
idea.
Or something, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
They were like, oh, for $1 billion, you can ride a rocket and we'll just take you to the moon.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
No, it's not $1 billion, but I believe it's like 300,000. It was like moon trips.
Wow, dude. I mean, that'd be sweet. But then he said too, he's like, or I'll get back to him.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Yeah, let me get back to him. But then he said too, he's like, yeah, like we ain't never been back there. And did you know this? Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong each came out and said we ain't never fucking landed on that. And I was like, that one, there's no way that happened. I don't think they said that. I don't think
so.
Because there's a very famous like moon landing denier guy, like the biggest moon landing denier guy, that like there's a video of him going up to Buzz Aldrin and being like, admit you didn't land on the moon. And Buzz Aldrin's like, we land on the moon, get the fuck out of my face. And then the guy goes, no, dude, like, quit lying to us. And then Buzz Aldrin punched him in the fucking face. So that one makes me feel like either he definitely landed on the moon or he's getting paid $1 billion by the CIA. But like, anyway, but yeah, so he's just talking about.
He's not getting paid $1 billion. I bet they're just like, hey, if you say that we didn't, it'll be the last thing that you say.
Right.
And he's like,
all right, I'll start punching people.
Yeah. The guy that's getting on to us, I'll give him CTE. Make his brain not work no more.
Yeah. Like, are we gonna trust this vegetable? But yeah, so then he goes from that to then I don't know. I can't remember how he made this pivot. But then he just goes like, man, like drugs are fucked up. Shouldn't be doing. I think he started talking about like how he doesn't drink, but he used to drink like a bottle of tequila like every day.
Good for him.
Yeah. And he's like, nah, I don't fuck with none of that, especially no drugs. Like, can't fuck with drugs. Drugs are bad. Ruined my stepdaughter's life. And he tells me like this.
His redheaded stepdaughter?
Yeah. No, he didn't look like a Mick. He looked German or something.
Yeah.
But he then just told me like all these sad details of like she was clean, got back with the ex-boyfriend, lost the kids, now she's homeless, now she's stealing clothes out of the donation bin.
Been there.
Yeah. Done that. Yeah, so he's doing all that, and then pretty soon after we mentioned like movies, and he's like, oh, I love like Goodfellas. I'm like, I love that movie. I like a gangster movie.
That's a safe bet if you're ever trying to connect with another man.
Yeah.
You like Goodfellas?
Yeah.
I fucking love Goodfellas.
Easy, dude. And and then he goes yeah, my this is pretty cool actually. My dad, he was in the Hells Angels.
Oh.
And he used to sell cocaine for the New York Mafia. Isn't that pretty cool?
Cool.
I was like, I thought you hated drugs.
Right? Yeah. Now you're trying to get credit off of your dad selling drugs?
Yeah. He's like, no, there's pictures of me with like gangsters and shit. I was like, what? Pick a fucking lane, dude.
Yeah.
You love Elon Musk. You hate Elon Musk. You hate drugs. You love drug dealers.
This guy just wanted to be your friend so bad.
Yeah,
he couldn't get a vibe. He was like, I don't like drugs unless
you have
do.
some. Yeah, so that was good old Herbert, dude. That was a good time. His wife was sucking down fried mushrooms the whole time, just being like, "Are you talking about the moon again?"
Well, I like a good fried mushroom. You ever had one?
Oh yeah.
They're good.
For sure, they're good. But yeah, speaking of people trying to connect, last night a guy came up to me at church and was like, "Hey, can I give you $1 for a cigarette?" And he looked very dirty. and I was like, for sure gonna give him $1 for the cigarette. And in my mind, I was thinking, this guy looks like a guy who's I'm gonna give him a cigarette and he's gonna hang around. I was literally in the middle of a conversation with Noel and Michael. And I was about to tell him like a really cool fact or something. And then in my mind, I was like, I should probably say, sure, I'll give you a cigarette as long as you don't hang around here.
You just gotta go away.
Yeah. And I should have said that.
He said?
Yeah. And during my whole fact, he just kept trying to interject. And I was like, dude, it was terrible. And then he said to me, he's like, did you major in history? And I went, no. And he's like, do you like Breaking Bad? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, remember that
you
one?
You should have said no.
I know. He just kept
No,
going.
I hate it. I hate everything that you love.
Yeah, it was crazy.
We're not going to be friends.
It was crazy. It was like, dude, catch a vibe. Michael said to me, he's like, I'm very socially inept, and even I knew that guy should leave. But back to conspiracy theories, like
I love conspiracy theories.
Yeah, like if tomorrow on the news they're like the moon landing was fake, I would be like, yeah, I guess.
I do believe that one specifically is who gives a shit. That's
exactly. That one's like
it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's because the point that it would be, if it's true that it was done for, is long since passed. So it's just like it didn't hurt anybody to do it.
Yeah,
it's just like
besides the one guy that got punched by Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
But. Like yeah, if I find out it's fake, I'm going to work on Monday, whatever. If on the news tomorrow they came out and they're like, turns out the Earth is actually flat, I'd be like, I'm not going to sleep.
Yeah.
Why lie about that?
Bro.
What is the point of lying about that?
I don't know. I love the videos though.
What videos?
The videos about flat Earth.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I believe it. Yeah, okay?
I don't believe it.
But the guys that talk about the ice wall.
Yeah.
Have you heard this shit?
I know the theory of the ice wall.
The theory is that there's a wall of ice around like basically what we believe is the Earth, but on the outside of that is all of the things of mythology.
Yeah, in their own little bubbles.
Yeah. It's like the Amazon women that are supposed to be these giant barbaric women.
Yeah.
There's Amazonia, and then there's like what's the place in Norse mythology?
Valhalla.
Jotunheim or something,
or like
Asgard. That's what it is. Yeah, they're like Asgard's here, and they're like there's 4 exits to the ice wall, but this one's guarded by a giant kraken, and this one's guarded by hyenas that can bury themselves in the ice, and then when like. When you go to, because that place you have to sail through the Kraken one, but the other side it's too icy, so you got to walk through it.
Right.
But there's ice hyenas over there, man.
There's ice hyenas.
Yeah, there's ice hyenas.
See, if they said the world's flat, I'm like, well, I'm gonna orient myself opposite of like the North Pole Arctic and walk until I hit that fucking ice wall.
Yeah,
I want to know. I want to see the Kraken. Fuck it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they say on the outside of the ice wall, that's where dragons live, but the dragons don't. The dragons don't fly over the ice wall because of 5G.
Fucking 5G, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking 5G, bro.
Now, I think that some person that was thinking maybe with a little bit of their brain would say, but 5G came out in the last 10 years, but dragons ain't been seen ever. so what was keeping them out,
4G?
In 2004? yeah, it was probably the 4G.
The 4G.
The 3G, the LTE.
Yeah, what about 1800s?
Yeah, that was
when... Well, that was because never mind.
It was slavery.
Yeah.
Dragons are very progressive. They were like, I don't even want to be near that.
Exactly. And then once they got word that it was over, like see this Juneteenth, because that's when like the slaves in Texas got it.
Mm-hmm.
There's like September 8th, and that's when dragons finally learned. But it was September 8th, 2005.
Yeah.
It was already 4G by then.
Yeah.
And they were like, fuck, we can't fly over now.
I can't.
They want to share their dragon secrets. Ice hyenas is crazy.
They're bigger than normal ones. They can bury themselves in the ice and pop out whenever they want, and they rip you to shreds. I'll do a little more digging, and we'll come back next week.
This sounds so fun. I want to know the flat Earth lore.
Oh, it's like the Shire is out there. There's also, oh my God, they think that The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogy, written by J.R.R. Tolkien, is a non-fictional story.
they're like fundamentalists.
So J.R.R. Tolkien worked in like a Catholic church in somewhere in Scandinavia, I believe.
Yeah.
And that is true.
Okay.
And he went down in the basement and found these, like, the last remaining copies of this text that were written in a different language. And he was taught how to read it. And then
by who?
By, like, one of the monks or whatever, the Pope.
For sure.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And then...
the Nordic monks.
Yeah. And then they believe that he then transcribed those texts and called it Lord of the Rings, but it was all true. So when you look at this map that they've drawn up, there's like the Shire and like the Elf country.
So one of the ice pockets is Mordor, like the whole.
It's
land?
outside
or
of
Middle
the,
Earth.
It's out. Yeah, Middle Earth. Yeah. Outside of the ice wall is Middle Earth, and that's where all the little things are.
Yeah.
Boy. There's some fucking lunatics on the internet, man. I love it.
That's so funny.
And here's the thing. I want it to be true because that's so much more interesting.
That would be awesome.
If there were giant spiders in like a fucking place.
Also, okay, so one exit's guarded by the Kraken.
Right.
Exit 2 is guarded by ice hyenas.
Yeah, the other two, I can't remember what they are.
Okay, but there's two others.
Yeah.
Guarded by ice foxes.
Yeah.
And it's like, Luffy on the podcast, yay. So who the fuck beat the Kraken and saw the other shit?
Well, I don't know. There's one guy, fuck, I can't remember his Instagram handle. Boy, I would love to pull him up right now.
Yeah.
But he was talking about, he was in communications with a guy that had flown over the ice wall multiple times.
Yeah.
And he's like, it gets bad out there, man. Like once you cross that ice wall, it's no man's land. It's hard to get back. And, and I'm like, buddy, you're getting trolled.
Yeah.
My
immediate thought when you brought this up was we should start like hitting him up and being like, dude, we flew over last June.
That's what we can do.
Yes.
That's what we can do with the podcast.
That's what we're going to do. That sounds incredible. Your mission, AJ, is to remember that Instagram handle.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take 20 minutes at the end of the night and I'll find it.
And my mission will be to start drafting a script.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. And then we just tell them, we're like, all right, now meet us at 423 Moreland Avenue.
Across from the Target.
We're going to have a meeting. Oh, my God.
Ooh.
All right, dude. That's our mission. Slopcast flies over the ice wall. But that's the thing. There has to be one person with like there has to be one billionaire that kind of believes that. And like, why would they not just fly over it?
Check it out.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's probably a waste of their time.
I think if I figured out that it was real, no, I'd tell every fucking person in the world.
Yeah.
I would.
You keep it to yourself?
No, I don't think I was going to say that. I don't think I would.
All right, if in an ideal world, if I had the resources, what I would do is, have you seen that movie Atlantis?
The animated one?
The animated one, where they put together
that's
whole crew.
That's another place that's outside the ice wall.
Oh, I thought it was in the ocean.
Yeah, well, it's where it would have been.
Right. It sunk through the earth and popped it back up somewhere else in the ice wall, like whack-a-mole.
Yeah. Dig dug.
Yeah. But I think it would be, if, in an ideal world, like if I was the billionaire that flew over the ice wall and found out it was true, I would assemble a team first before I told anybody.
Okay.
I would assemble the team to go over there.
Extraordinary gentleman style.
Yeah, dude. I would be like, all right, well, like, because once we tell people about this, everybody's going there. Well, first, I'm going to become the king of there.
Yeah.
And then when you come here, you're going to have to pay a toll. And then I will become rich.
Do you ever think about those movies where they have to assemble the team? Where are they getting the team's phone numbers?
Yeah.
Where do they get those? They're like, this is the most deadly assassin in the world.
Yeah.
How'd you get him?
How'd you find him?
How'd you find him?
Well, most of them, I swear to God, there's always one, like when they do the montage of assembling the team, there's always one guy that's like playing piano at a bar.
Right, yeah,
like they don't need the number, they just know where he's a regular at.
You know Sharkies? Yeah, he's over there.
We need to assemble a team quick. Somebody get Jason Holsey at Limerick Junction.
North Island Pub. Yeah. But yeah, I've always thought that.
I would bring Holsey on the team for sure. No?
Nah.
Why?
I think he'd be like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
But what if we get there and it's all woods and we need some survivalists?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And then what if we get there too and the people in the other pocket of the ice wall are like, hey, y'all can only...
I'm bringing Halsey because I think I can outrun him against the ice hyenas.
Yeah, he's sucking out too many cigs.
You gotta bring bait when you're going to the ice hyenas, dude. You can't...
Well,
you can't show up ready to just take them on.
I feel like the Vikings and Asgard are going to be like, we're only going to fuck with you guys as a crew if you have one member who can outdrink us.
Oh, yeah.
And then we go pet.
We go.
That's why we brought Halsey. Yeah. Somebody wake him up.
We go, oh, do we?
Halsey becomes the king. My whole plan backfires. I take 3 shots and fucking puke. And they're like, you ain't no king. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
That would be fun, dude. God
right?
damn.
Like that's why it's not that I believe it, it's that I want
I would love
it
that one
because it makes everything so much more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think this is a very funny I think it is a really funny step in logic with dragons is that there's a lot of people that are like dragons absolutely are real.
Yeah.
Every culture across all of humanity has talked about dragons.
Yeah.
They've written about it. The Chinese wrote about it. Everybody, in all of text, they mentioned dragons. And then immediately I was like, well, yeah, because they found dinosaur bones.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they were just like, this has to be a dragon. But it completely dispels those people's, and they're like, no, it's not that. It's that they're real because they wrote about them.
Yeah. Could you imagine being like a serf in Siberia?
Oh my
And then you find a pterodactyl skeleton.
Oh, you're like monsters roam this place.
Yeah.
I'd tell crazy. if I did that, I would start a lie and say I killed that and skinned it.
Yeah, I did, and I would demand women now and give me my tablets.
Yes. Hey, I'm about to make a religion.
Hey, they just invented condoms. Uninvent them.
There's a bad invention. Take it back.
Yeah, the dragons said they hate this and that they're gonna come back and kill us all if we don't start nutting.
Oh, I had one story I wanted to finish off.
Oh, yeah.
I meant to tell this earlier on the podcast, but this is one of the worst. I don't even know if I'd call it a date.
Yeah.
But I'll just tell what happened.
Yeah.
So I had an ex-girlfriend, right? And she had a roommate. And this roommate was always cute, but whatever. I didn't ever think anything of it. Yeah. And then one night we were all drinking, and we're playing Never Have I Ever. And then someone was like, Never have I ever fucked somebody off Craigslist, okay? And she was like, oh, I have. Or like put her finger down or whatever. Yeah. And we were like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, it was a one-time thing, and I'll never do it again because it really didn't go well.
Yeah.
And we were like, what happened? And she was like, well, he was like into bondage.
Yeah.
And we were like, the Craigslist guy was into bondage.
Yeah.
And you said okay.
You said, let's run this shit.
And then she was like, yeah, so he like had me like tied up, and then like he was having sex with me, and then he like started choking me, which I'm cool with.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay. And she goes, and then he whispered in my ear, I want to know what it feels like to fuck a dead person.
Oh my God.
And we were like, oh no.
What the fuck?
What the
dude?
fuck? And then she was like, but then he just like let go of my throat, and then we just kept having sex. But I don't want to do that again. Okay.
Holy shit.
And I was like, that chick's cool. Okay. I bet she fucks. I bet she fucks.
Clearly.
Yeah, right?
She fucks.
So me and that girl broke up or whatever, and then she posts on Facebook like, hey, send out invites to my party. If I missed anybody, hit me up. It's my birthday. I'd like everyone to be there, so just let me know. And I was like newly single, and I was like, you know what?
Party sounds fun.
I know her. Yeah.
Party sounds fun.
And she goes, all right, well, hey, so I text her. I'm like, hey, like, let's like, what's the details? She's like, we're going to Edgewood. Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. She's like, but we're meeting at a house to have like a pregame before we go. Yeah. And I go, okay. She's like, 8 p.m. at the house. We'll pregame. We'll go out. I go, that sounds great. Right. So then I get there. I show up with a 6-pack, right? Right. Polite to bring beer to a party. Yeah, I knock on the door. They open the door, and they're like, hello. And then I am welcomed into a small family birthday party at her mom's house. Oh, Christ. With her 3 close friends. Yeah. And then it's me. Yeah, who's like kind of an acquaintance. And the only reason I would be there is because I am trying to sleep with this woman, okay? Yeah. And then I immediately... I remember because I bought like some beer from Scofflaw. It was 8%. Okay, yeah. So I kill one immediately, right? Just like pound it, crack a second one, lean on the counter, bump something, it makes a clink. Yeah. And I look, and it's a 3-foot bong that they've like shittily hid behind a plant, right? Oh, from the parents? No, well, I don't know. And I go, oh fuck, oh I'm sorry, is it? And they're like, all look at me. I go, I think I just bumped the bong. And then they go, oh, thank God he's cool with it, and then bring it out. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is okay. And they're like, hey, do you want to hit this? And I don't smoke weed, right? Yeah. But I also didn't want to be like, no, so I ripped a 3-foot bong and like cleared the whole thing too, right? Yeah. And as I'm inhaling, I'm like, boy, you're high right now. Oh fuck. And then I go, who said that? You know, like, yeah. Like not good. And then I exhale, and then I settle down into hell. Okay, yeah. I'm just so high. The paranoia of me not supposed to be there really sets in, right? It's crazy how like I don't know, more and more so now, like I barely like ever smoking weed. Like whenever I do, I just like the only thing that happens to me is I'm just like, why did I do this? What the fuck is wrong with me? I have to be in such a controlled environment. Yeah. It's like I have to be at my house at the end of the night with nobody gonna bother me. I know, it blows my mind now when I just see comics like pass around a blunt. I can't like, do it. How are you not going home immediately? Yeah. I was in Star Bar, bro, and they were smoking so much in the back. I swear to God, I got high, and I was like, do I have to leave? No, I just must drink 6 PBRs now. And Tuesday will be slow. So, it's funny you bring that up. Yeah. Okay, so I get real high, and I go, boy, I got to turn this off with booze. Okay, so I crush the second beer, right? Right. Crack a third. Then they go, hey, we're going to play Cards Against Humanity. Do you want to do that? And the parents are still there this whole time? Weird. They're smoking weed too. Cool. It's very uncomfortable, okay? Yeah. And then so I can't fucking speak. I'm so high. Right. I don't want to play Cards Against Humanity, but I can't. I literally can't tell them no. Yeah. Like I'm just like, like. You just put it on your hand, like put a card in there, and right? Just throw one out every time. So I'm sitting, I'm looking at the cards, and it feels like days have gone by. I can't remember. Like I look at a card for like 10 minutes. I go to look at the second one. I can't remember what I just looked at. Right, so I keep going back and forth, and then something touches my arm, and I freak the fuck out. I'm like, what the fuck was that? It was a cat. Just a cat just hopped up. They were like, what? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm on drugs. I just got scared. I didn't expect there to be a cat. They're like, we can lock him in a room if you want. We go, no, that's okay. It's fine. Yeah, it just startled me. I'm on edge. And then I'm really horny. Yeah, dude. I thought I was gonna fuck somebody, man. And now I'm scared. Yeah. So then I go, guys, I have to use the restroom. Where is that at? And that took forever to figure out how to put those words together. I'm just like,
Yeah.
where is the restroom?
Yeah.
And then the dad
They're like, yeah, it's behind the ice wall. You got to fight the Kraken.
I hope you brought your ice pick.
Honestly, that's how it feels when you're really high trying to use the
Dude.
bathroom. You're like, fuck, there's definitely an ice hyena behind that door.
So I go, where's the restroom? And then the dad goes, the men's is on the right.
Yeah.
And that blew. We're in a home. We're in a home. And that broke my fucking. I was
he
like,
joking?
Probably.
Okay, yeah.
But I was just in the moment. I was like, the men's? We're in a home.
Yeah.
You have ladies?
Yeah.
And then but I don't do that. I don't freak out because I'm trying so cool to not let
You're
everyone know
like,
I am.
Cool. I like I prefer to be on the right. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna go use that shit.
I'm gonna use that mug. I'm gonna go piss in that toilet.
That toilet.
I'm gonna piss in that fucking toilet mouth.
You ain't even special. So I get up. I'm gonna
go take a shit. Like, did you always talk like that? Like, yeah, when I'm fucking trying to fuck your daughter.
So I get up. I go to the bathroom. Okay. I'm like looking in the mirror. I'm like, you got to pull it together, brother. You're dying out there, you know?
Like putting water on his face.
Yeah. Like, oh, boy, this is a tough night for old AJ. How do I get out of here, you know?
You're giving yourself the speech that Leon Edwards coach gave him going into the 5th round before KO and Kamaru Usman. What are you doing? Pull yourself out of the fire.
So I come out. I go, okay, just some breaths. You're fine. You're just a little high. And now starting to get a little drunk. You're okay, though.
Yeah.
I open the door, and Patrick, I'm not kidding. In the time that I had went in the bathroom, they let out 3 Great Danes.
What?
They had 3 Great Danes in a room.
Yeah.
And multiple birds.
What?
Okay. So I walk out, and they're all, when they're let out of the room, they're going crazy. They all got the zoomies. Okay.
Yeah.
I walk out of a bathroom high as shit to birds circling inside and horse-sized dogs doing laps. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You really went past the ice wall, dude.
I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
You're in Zootopia.
And they're like, are you scared of dogs? I'm like, I'm not scared of dogs. I'm just confused at what world I'm living in.
Dude, what?
So also, one thing that me and this girl had connected on is like shitty, like early 2000s, that like whiny emo punk music,
right.
And then like when I got there, she turned the music on, right?
Yeah.
That music.
Yeah.
Okay. And then all of her friends and family were like, why are you playing this shitty fucking music?
You're playing like the anthem.
Yes, yeah, like Good Charlotte, Blink-182, Simple Plan.
This is
like,
the anthem.
Yeah. And
Let all your Great Danes out.
And then her fucking friends are like, hey, this fucking sucks. Can we put on real music?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, I kind of like it. And like looks at me, and I panic and go, yeah, I don't like it either.
You're like, hey, I already know I'm not going to fuck you tonight. I'll just sever the bridge.
So I sit down, okay?
Yeah.
Only God knows how much time passed from until her parents finally were like, hey, we're exhausted, we're going to bed.
Here's what happened. You were in the bathroom for a whole year. It's now her next birthday party.
It started over.
Yeah.
And then so her parents go to bed. I am still confused. I thought we were going to Edgewood. Mm-hmm. I was like, bars are my thing.
Yeah.
Right? So we're sitting there, it's silent, and she goes, okay, like reluctantly too. She's like, do you guys want to get an Uber?
Yeah.
And all 3 of her friends go, no.
Damn.
And they were like, what? And they're like, we're kind of fine doing this.
Yeah.
And then she looks at me and looks back at them and goes, we told him we would. And I'm like, oh, like
whatever
hey,
you want to do.
No, don't be changing plans for me. Like
I'll go back to the toilet.
I'll go crawl into the bathtub and kill myself. It's fine.
I don't want to live anyway.
Yeah. This is the worst night of my life. And they're like, no, we said we would, so we will, right?
Yeah.
And I've continued to drink. I'm now meeting as high as I am with how drunk I am. Okay,
Yeah.
like I'm fucked up.
Right.
And we get to, I think we were at church. So we go to a couple bars, and we like her friends trickle off through the night, right?
Yeah.
And she's got one friend, and we're playing darts at church.
Yeah.
Okay. And her friend is a sniper with a dart.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
And then I go, God damn, you're good at darts. How you so good? She goes, I play on like a league, I play rec.
Nice.
I had never heard of that before, and I was fucked up and thought it was a joke. And I laughed hard in her face and was like, how are you so good though?
Yeah, don't lie.
And she goes, because I play on a darts team.
Yeah.
And I go, all right, don't tell me how you're so good at darts.
You just wouldn't believe her?
I didn't believe her. I was just like...
She just becomes Buzz Aldrin and punches you in the face.
Yeah, it was so close to it, dude. She was like, I play on a fucking team. And I was like, quit lying to my face and tell me how you got so good at darts.
Oh, yeah? You play on a team? Where's your jersey?
So
who's your coach?
So we sit down at the table, and our there's two friends left, right?
Right.
I think there was actually 4 to start with, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So there's 2 friends left now. The one is like, hey, I got exams in the morning. She hadn't been drinking. She's been sticking in the mud all night. She's just like, I gotta go. I got exams in the morning. And
right.
Like, all right. So, or exams to study for. So now it's me, her, and then like her best friend, right? And it gets very uncomfortable. Oh, I went in the bathroom at church, and this was the first time I'd ever been in that upstairs bathroom with all the writing all over the walls.
Oh, yeah, it's hard to focus.
Had a second panic attack for the night.
Yeah, yeah.
My brain melted.
It's a lot. It's like a seizure simulator.
Dude, it's fucking... So I come out, and then she's like, all right, you ready to go back to the house? And I'm like... Or, like, go back. And I'm like... I'm too fucked up to leave at this point.
Yeah.
Like,
take care of me, please.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I hope. Yeah. I don't know what I'm hoping for, okay? And then, so we get back to her house, 3 a.m., okay?
Yeah.
And then her friend stays, okay?
The darts friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just cock blocks for the next 2.5 hours.
Do you think you could have fucked, though?
Hang on, listen.
Okay.
Listen. So... It's 5:30 in the morning.
Right.
And her friend is like, and we're like in her mom's kitchen whispering.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah.
And then
like
her friend leaves, and it's like the second she leaves, we're like, thank God. All right. We start making out.
Yeah.
Take her top off. And then she's like, hey, let's go to my room, right? But she doesn't live there. That's her childhood bedroom. Okay. So
definitely not gonna get freaked out in there.
So we walk in. She lays down on the bed. I sit down on the bed and take off my shoes. I look up. I see like a Blink-182 poster on the wall, and I'm like, this sucks, dude. And then I roll over and put my arm on her and go, this is all I can do tonight, and pass out. Okay.
Like, thanks for the bed.
Yeah.
I need to sleep. Have you seen this girl since?
Hang on. My alarm goes off. 2 hours later, I had work. Okay.
Yeah.
I am drunk. I am high. The world is still spinning.
Yeah.
I pick up my shoes. I'm doing a little like fucking grown man walk of shame with my little Converse.
Yeah.
And I open the door and I close it very quietly. I don't want to bother her. And I turn, and her mother had moved the rocking chair out of the living room to face the hallway. She's sitting at the end of the hallway in a rocking chair, rocking.
Why?
And I have to tiptoe down the hallway. She has moved it so into the hallway, I have to ask her to, I go, excuse me, and I squeeze and move the chair as I'm walking by it. Oh. And she's just rocking, looking forward, doesn't say a word to me.
Wow.
Just stone face, just.
You know what you did.
Yep. And I didn't.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I sucked a little titty, and that's it. That's it.
Is that a crime?
And then I walk past her, I squeeze past her. I get into my car. I'm like, oh my God. I look at my rearview mirror. I have her black lipstick smeared across my face like Heath Ledger in the Joker. I look fucking insane, dude.
You know how I got these scars? The dart broad poked me. The dart broad had enough of me.
So, and like, one thing I forgot to say about this girl.
Yeah.
Going into it, I knew she was batshit crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
She had dated another guy that was like kind of in our group, sort of like a pseudo, like a fringe guy, you know?
Yeah.
And he tried to break up with her. So what she did was punch herself in the face a bunch and call 911 and say he did it.
Wow.
And then went on the balcony of her porch and threatened to jump off and kill herself unless he changed his mind.
Holy shit.
And when I heard that, I was like, I bet that pussy go crazy. I bet it go crazy.
Yeah.
So that's why I put myself through all that.
I bet an arm over her shoulder go crazy.
Yeah. I bet cuddling go crazy.
Boy, I bet passing out fucked up on her foyer. That's what I'm trying to do.
So she texted me like later that day, okay?
Yeah.
She's like, last night was fun. And I was like, I was pretty freaked out from the whole thing. I kind of had a come to Jesus moment where I was like, hey, you got lucky.
Yeah.
She could have been fucking lunatic crazy.
Right.
I said, hey, Valerie, I had a good time. I think that should be the end of that or whatever, right? She doesn't respond to me at all.
Ooh.
Okay? Never says a word. Then I go, okay, that's fine. I don't see this girl again until I'm at McCracken's like a year later. Okay?
For a mic?
Yep. And she's there as an audience member.
Very good. With a boyfriend? New boyfriend?
Girlfriend, she came out as a full lesbian a week after I cut things off.
Look what you do to these women.
And
look what you did.
And so they're like, all right, your next comic coming to the stage, AJ Cagle. Okay, I'm about a year into stand up.
Right.
Shit at it.
Before they brought you up, did you two like lock eyes? Did she know you were there? She had no idea. Yeah.
But I'd see when I say AJ Cagle, I see her turn around.
Yeah. And
the first words out of my mouth are a deafening bomb.
Yeah.
And I see her chuckle and turn back around, and I go, no. The worst night of my life.
She turned to the stage.
Yeah, she
heard
turned
you
to
bomb
watch.
and went, thought so. Oh my God, dude.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a story, bro.
Oh, fuck it. That was a good one. Bitch. That sucks. That sucks, man.
That's what you get, dude.
She's good. She's still with the chick she was with that night. I think they got married or something.
That's so wholesome.
Yeah.
What a happy ending.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Good Luck Chuck for lesbians.
Yeah.
Yeah, make you realize you're gay and then marry the next lady you date. I think it's the pod.
Yeah, dude.
We went a little long.
I think that's perfect, man.
Yeah.
That's a good one, bro. Oh, fuck. Follow us on Instagram, AJ Cagle 2Es, Patrick John O'Malley, slopcastpod. We got the stickers.
Yes.
We headline in church tomorrow. We headline in Hype Bar in Auburn Wednesday. If you're trying to pull the fuck up.
Yeah. If you hear this Monday and you don't have to be at work on Thursday morning.
And if you ever want to see AJ just freak out, give him weed and let some Great Danes loose.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The worst night of my life.
They had a whole ass zoo. Oh, that's fucking crazy. All right. Comment on our shit, review, rate.
Please, and also review on or rate on Spotify. We've been stuck at like a few reviews for a while. If you like it, you're listening, please review us. That helps.
Yeah, we doing good, baby.
Yeah, we're having fun. We're getting in a flow.
All right, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you.
Not running out of stories.
No, not clearly not. That was a great one, dude.
All right, yeah, that's the pod.
Yep, thanks.